You can't see my face, but I am here. Welcome back to Housewife Life. I'm your host, Lindsay, and I'm really thankful that you have joined me back in my kitchen for another. Um, so sorry, I cannot figure out how to lower my thing, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Um, so what we're doing first is I'm just gonna slice up some potatoes. These are russets, and normally for what I'm doing, I would prefer to use red, but we just bought russet potatoes for Easter dinner, and I honestly I can't I can't have every kind of potato in my kitchen at every given time. So yeah, we are going to slice up our russets. I'm still here. I'm just grabbing a pan. I'm gonna pull out a deep frying pan. I'm gonna come closer so you can see things a little better. Basically what I'm doing is I'm chopping up potatoes into bite-sized pieces. And with this pan, I'm going to pour a little bit of vegetable oil in once I heat it up on the stove. And I'm gonna fry these potatoes. So let's do that. It's so weird not being able to see me. Okay, so we'll move over to our stove. Can you see the stove at least? Okay, vegetable oil is in here. Got our vegetable oil. Pour that in. I should have, okay, so I've already made a mistake. See, I'm all overwhelmed because I can't see anything. What I should have done, guys, is I should have preheated the pan before I added the oil. Oh well, it's not going to be the end of the world. Oh, I just wish that I had a better way. My stand is so large and it doesn't go down. So if I put it on the counter, you can see me, but you can't really see what I'm cooking or what I'm doing. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so you still can't see me, but at least you can see what I'm doing a little bit closer. So I'm just going to continue cutting my potatoes into bite-sized chunks, discarding any piece that looks yucky, because why? Why do we want that in our dinner? We definitely do not. Come on, wives. Come on, housewives. Let's cook good. Well, to be honest, I'm not feeding my husband tonight. So, because he, like, even though, ooh, that's not a nice potato. Did you see that? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, get rid of that. My husband is home tonight, but he's going to dinner with his mom. So I have decided, look at this. Like, this is a bad bag of potatoes. We just bought this too. Look at all the yucky waste. That's so wasteful. Anyways, what was I saying? I decided, look, you guys, this is actually starting to piss me off. No wonder these bags were like on sale. They're shit. Yeah, so anyways, what I was saying is my husband's going to dinner with his mom tonight. So I decided that I was going to treat my son, since it's like a mom and son type of night. We are going to have some steak. Okay, our vegetable oil is nice and hot. You can see it. Hopefully you can see it. It's just smooth sailing around that pan, which is excellent. That's what we would like to see. So we're going to take all our potato bits. It might be loud because it will be a sizzle. Grab the rest of our potato bits here. Get those on there. Okay, guys, and I'm going to carry you over here. Look at how much waste was in just from those few potatoes I chopped up. Isn't that pathetic? That's Superstore for you. That's Canadian Superstore for you. Okay, so stir these around. Hopefully you can still hear me over that beautiful sizzle. Got our potatoes there. These will take a little bit of time to fry. It's not quick, that's why we're doing them first. Season it, salt, pepper. You don't really need much else. These are really good. Salt and pepper is pretty much the only seasonings you really need in a kitchen. Even though I've got an entire plethora of spices, I use mostly my salt and my pepper. Okay, so I put a lid on my potatoes just to get them cooking, and they're also sizzling quite a bit, and I don't want them to be too loud in the video, but so I've got my 2 steaks here, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I do not even know what kind of cut these are without asking my husband, because he actually buys them in bulk from a butcher. So I'm going to season both sides with salt and pepper. And we're just going to use our hands to rub it in. Flip it. Season the other side. Let me wash up before I get into that. I don't want steak goo all over my containers. Okay, bit of salt, bit of pepper, rub. It's literally kind of all you need. Don't forget to slap your meat. Spank your meat. Housewives, this is how you take care of your husbands. Gotta spank their meat. Okay, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not exactly thrilled and excited about how these potatoes are coming along. These are not the best potatoes for frying. I have way better luck with red, but these will be fine enough for tonight. I'm gonna chop up some onion and throw that in there. These are still very far away from being done, so we'll get that onion cooking alongside with those potatoes. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same knife that I used to peel the potatoes, or to cut the potatoes. I don't really think that it's that big of a deal. I know there's like a bazillion and one ways to cut an onion, but I'm just going to do it my way because I honestly don't really give a shit. I'm just going to do whatever I want. So when I do onions for potatoes, I like to do the half moon style. So that's basically, you cut it in half up, like lengthwise, and you flip it over and just thinly slice across. I don't want to do a diced onion because, well, I want to taste the onion. I want them to come through. So we're just going to half moon them. Hold on a second. My phone is ringing. Okay, it's my husband, so hold on. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry for that interruption, guys. And like talking to him, I had to keep the lid on the potatoes so that I could hear him through all the sizzling, and some of them kind of got a little burnt, but whatever. I wanted him to call like 4 hours ago, but he is busy all the time, so sometimes I just have to, you know, appreciate what I do get. So, yeah, I hope that the potatoes aren't ruined, but as you can see, I have added in the onions, like the half moon sliced onions. So we will just continue to cook this. Yeah, with a husband who works away from home, you know, like I'm actually kind of lucky, even though I don't appreciate it because it really sucks ass. But yeah, like I'm lucky if I get to, like, for him to call, that's abnormal. Like, he doesn't ever really do that. But for me to even receive more than 1 or 2 texts in like a 24-hour period, like it's just so common. I am kind of like used to being like a little bit lower on the priority list. But you know, it doesn't get easier. It's hard, but I try my best to, you know, still be there and still love him and still support him. Although I can't fucking wait until he retires. Okay, so our potatoes are done. I removed them from the burner, and I'm just going to, like, I left the burner on because I'm going to grab another pan and get that heating up so we can cook our steak. Okay, so I've got this other pan on right now. I'm letting it sit on the hot burner for a few minutes and warm up, and then I will throw on a bit of extra virgin olive oil. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So I don't know if you watched my other videos and stuff today. I've been so busy. I'm just a cleaning machine today. I'm trying to get my house back in order. And it has been an adventure for sure, but it feels so good. Like, you can't tell me that, like cleaning and like providing for your family. You know, yeah, I don't provide financially, but if it weren't for me, my husband and my kids wouldn't really have, you know, a lot. Like, I do bring a lot to the table being a housewife, just as much as, you know, my husband brings to the table being like a breadwinner. You know, we all work together and do our parts to like live happily. You know what I mean? Okay, so our olive oil is heated up now. So I'm going to take the steaks. These are definitely going to sizzle and it's going to be fucking beautiful. So always lay away from you. Never, like, always lay away from you. Otherwise, the oil will splash you. And we're just going to fucking leave them alone. Don't touch them. Just let them cook for a few minutes, okay? Like, we're going to probably do, these are thin steaks, so I'm probably going to do about 3 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them, and then we'll start adding butter and basting. Okay, guys, the steaks are pretty thin, and I can already see the brown rising up on either side, so I pulled out my meat nippers, and we're going to flip them just a little bit sooner than I had originally wanted. Get that. I moved them to the side here, so you can see they're getting seared. So over here, I've got some butter. I'm going to chop some of that butter off, put that in there. Maybe just a little bit more. This is just unsalted butter. I use it a lot with cooking. And then I'll just grab a spoon and I'll just start basting these steaks. Get in there and melt. Get in there and melt. Just start basting. Now, I don't have any fresh herbs. Unfortunately, but what would be really great in this, guys, is like fresh rosemary sprigs, those kinds of beautiful herbs. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't have anything like that. I didn't pre-plan to make this because I didn't know that my husband was going to have a mom and son night with his mom until Wednesday. So I kind of expected that we would be doing like a nice family dinner tonight, but any chance that he has to go hang out with his mom, I 100% support that. As when my kids are grown, I hope that they will always come back home to have dinner with me. So I'm just gonna constantly baste these steaks. Can you see? I'll be like, Kay, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't. But yeah, I'm just gonna baste and baste and baste. I can probably throw in a little bit of dry herbs. So I'm gonna look through my cabinet and see what I got. Okay, the only thing that I thought would be a good addition to this was I threw in a bit of dried parsley flakes. And it already kind of looks a bit better. What do you think? Yeah, this is not the best, like, steak dinner in the whole world, but, like, it's okay for not really having a plan. I'm just flying by the seat of your pants, because life has been really hard. Life has definitely been hard. Flip them over, baste the other side in that buttery parsley. And I think I'm going to call these done, because we definitely don't want to overcook them. And they've already been in here for about 6 minutes. I'm going to take the heat off and I'm going to transfer them to a plate to rest. Okay, so here are the steaks. We're going to let them rest with it. We're not going to cut into them for at least a few minutes. We want them to continue cooking a little bit, but not too much. They got a decent sear, although there is a couple spots that look burnt, but I think this will be these will be nice rare steaks, regardless, which is what my son and I like. We like rare, like my kids say, the bloodier the better. But we just like rare. Medium rare is good, is okay, but anything less than that, we hate that. So, but yeah, these should actually be pretty nicely done. Because yeah, like I said, they've been on the pan for what, like roughly 6 or 7 minutes. Should be nice and rare inside when we cut into those bad boys. Okay, guys, so we have let our steaks rest. So here they are. Can't tilt it too much, otherwise we're gonna drip juice everywhere, which, why would we want to do that after we spent so much time and effort cleaning? So let's cut into it so we can see how we did. Personally, I'm not mad. It's a pretty nice looking rare steak. It's actually maybe a little bit more done than I like. It's more like a medium rare, but hey, can't complain. All right, guys, so here is our finished steak and potato dinner for my version of Mom and Son night. The steak is pretty medium rare. We typically like it a little bit rarer than that, but I'm definitely not mad about how that looks. The potatoes, I burnt them a little, but you all know why, because you were there. I got my like once in a lifetime phone calls, so. But yeah, there you go. That looks beautiful, and I'm happy, and I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful night with my son.